just kind of clicking around on YouTube and I came across a new tag that I have never seen before that is called the sorority tag. And being in a sorority and it being towards the end of the semester, and I know people are looking at going to college and, you know, if they want to be in a sorority or not, or if you're just overall curious what sorority life is like, I thought this might be an interesting video because I am a senior in college and I'm about to graduate, so I've had 4 years of sorority experience and I thought I might be able to give some wisdom. I have another video talking all about what I think you should bring and what I think you should do for sorority recruitment. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click right here and there is 5 tips for going through sorority recruitment, and there's some other college related videos if you'd like to see more of those. Also give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. But I'm just gonna go through and answer some of the questions on the tag and you will get to know a little bit about my sorority experience. Okay, so I'm getting these questions from Finding Fabulous is the name of this channel. And the first question is, what is the name of your sorority? And I am a member of Alpha Sigma Tau, which I promise is a real sorority. It's not a very widely known sorority, but it is for real, and our letters are Alpha, Sigma, and Tau. What is your sorority's hand sign? It is an anchor, which is one of our symbols, and it is our hands put together like so. Sometimes it looks inappropriate, but it's just 2 I love yous hooked right there, and that is an anchor. Did you always want to rush a sorority? Absolutely 100% no. I had no desire to be in a sorority when I came to college. I kind of had mean girls in high school and they were all kind of girls that wanted to be in sororities, and so in my mind I associated those people with sororities, so I was like, I'm not going to be a part of that. But I do go to a relatively small school that is, you know, very, very different. It's a private school than traditional Greek life. And so a friend of mine came with me freshman year. You guys probably know her, it's Allie, she was in my best friend video. Came with me freshman year and was like, I'm making you go through recruitment or you're gonna regret it. And so I did, and ended up actually really loving the sorority Alpha Sigma Tau that I decided to join. And I'm glad I did, but I absolutely 100% did not want to be in a sorority. What was recruitment like for you? Initially it started out as I didn't really want to be there, but I was kind of doing it just because I felt like, you know, maybe I would regret it. And so, but other than that, it's long days, it's super long days. We only have a couple of sororities, so I don't have like a super extensive 12 houses I have to go visit during recruitment. So it was not too terribly bad, but I just, you know, I ended up picking my sorority and they were all really nice, and I just ended up, you know, connecting with this one the most. So when did you know that you found the right house or sorority, because we don't have houses? Well, I think it was the day before preference, which is the last night of recruitment, and we had to be like a little bit more business attire that day, and I had on really, really tall high heels, and I went into the AST room, and I ended up being so comfortable that I took my shoes off. So I think that was what sold it for me. It was that it wasn't this like pretentious, you need to look your best all the time and you need to be prim and proper like I thought sororities needed you to be, and it just made me feel really comfortable. And then preference night was really special, so that was kind of when I knew, and I kind of knew right off the bat, honestly. What is your favorite sorority related memory? I have so many. I would have to say, and this is gonna be super cheesy, was meeting my big. The first time I ever met her, we sat down for like 3 hours and told each other our entire life story. Like literally the first time I ever met her, ever knew who she was. And then immediately knew I wanted her to be my big. So I loved her, and then she lived in New York for a summer. And I went to visit her, and we had like life talks on the Brooklyn Bridge at midnight, and it was just like so wonderful. And then we had our 2 favorite retreats, I'm gonna put those in as memories too, was the year we went whitewater rafting. It was absolutely hysterical and so much fun and crazy and cold, but absolutely one of the most fun things I've done, and I want to go whitewater rafting again really soon. And then also we went to the Space and Science Center this past, actually in March. So it was, again, just crazy and stupid fun, and we made space puns the whole time and just had the best time. So those are my favorite memories, I think. Oh, and oh my god, how can I forget? My all-time favorite memory is that, some of you guys may know if you've been watching my channel for a while, October before last, so 2013, I found out I had a mass in my brain, and I was in the hospital for a good, 2 days or so when I found out, and I just had sorority sisters coming in and out, all the time. My big sat by my bedside for literally probably 14, 15 hours just sat next to me and kept me company, and it was just really special, and they all kept checking up on me and, you know, helping me with some other family stuff as well. So just been a really awesome experience. What is your favorite gift from your big? Ooh, gosh. She gave me so much stuff. And over the years, she's given me really great presents for birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. I think one of the most special things she's ever given me, which I don't actually have on me right now, I think it's at home in Memphis, but it was a journal. She gives me a journal almost every year with a beautiful, lovely note in it, and she gave me a journal during the like Big Little reveal process. That was just so thoughtful and had a very sweet note, and I just, you know, cherish that to this day. It was one of the sweetest things she's ever done for me. Is sisterhood a real thing? I definitely think so. If you put in the effort and you put in the time and the energy to get to know people, I really do believe that it is. I was so, like I said, somebody that was so against sororities and thought they were so dumb and was like, that's just a bunch of, you know, crap, and that you have to pay for your friends, and all. It's not true. You have to really make an effort to be a part of a sisterhood, and it does happen in a sense, because, you know, the girls that believe in sisterhood are going to be there for you whether you believe in it or not, but but I definitely think it's real, but I definitely think it's something you have to work for, because you have to be there for other people just as much as they have to be there for you. But I do believe that. I've gotten some of my really, really good friends, and my big sister truly is like my big sister. So yeah, I definitely believe it's true. What is the time commitment like for your chapter? We have chapter meetings every Sunday. Usually about 2 hours long. We have events, and we have stuff that's mandatory that you have to go to. We have 2 retreats a year. I would say it's a pretty big time commitment, but again, it's one of those things that's like, you have to, like, you get out of it what you put into it. And so, you know, we of course have like systems for, like, you have to get a certain amount of points, you know, in order to do certain things, which is fine. It's not something that's like a big deal, but it can be a big time commitment when you're really busy. But there are like processes that you can go through within our sorority to, you know, like if you're working a lot, you know, get a little bit of leniency on like stuff that you have to be at and stuff like that. So definitely time commitment, but worth it. What were you most surprised about for your sorority? I think that it was so unlike any sorority I had ever thought existed. We're so diverse, we're so, I don't know, there's just so many different types of people in my sorority, and most of them are not like sorority girls. We do have a few of those people that are like, you know, like the Lily Pulitzer dresses and the pearls and stuff like that, but like for the most part, like we're girls with tattoos and, you know, people from all walks of life, and, you know, we have so many different types of people. We are very accepting of the LGBT community. You know, we have many girls in our sorority that are, you know, lesbian or bisexual or anything like that. We have lots of people like that, people of different ethnicities. We have people from all over the country, all over the world. So we're just very, very accepting and very different from what I ever thought the sorority would be. So it's been really cool to like be with these girls and learn and be around so many different types of people, which I think is like my favorite part of Alpha Sigma Tau. Do you plan on living in a house? No, we do not have houses. Our school does not allow houses, / it was not legal in Tennessee until like 3 or 4 years ago to have sorority houses, so we do not have a house. So I will not be living in it, and I'm graduating in less than a month. What was your favorite theme for an exchange, invite, or date party? Ooh, I'm trying to think. One that we did was famous couples or famous duos, and my friend Cameron and I, who you probably have seen if you've watched this channel, we went as our future selves. So we dressed up really like glamorous and then pretended to be like future celebrities, and that was really funny. We also did a, what was it? Oh, Noah's Ark theme, where we had to come as a pair of animals. That was really funny. And the year I planned formal, we did Nashville at night, and that was really fun. What is your favorite thing about your philanthropy? We just recently changed philanthropies. We were Susan G, and now we are the Congenital Heart Walk, I believe. That was, to be honest, not something I'm super passionate about, but we do work with Habitat for Humanity and Pine Mountain Settlement School, which are 2 other great, you know, nonprofits. So we have a lot of good stuff we can do, but I mean, I don't know, it's just, we get to work like on habitat builds and stuff, and just the things that we get to do with each other in order to support those causes, I think is probably the best part. How many items of clothes do you have related to your sorority? You have no idea how many pieces of sorority clothing I own. I have t-shirts, I have sweatshirts, I have tank tops, I have everything you could think of. I am getting a fanny pack, which is totally nerdy, but I really want one. Yeah, I have a whole lot of sorority stuff. So much so that I give away a good chunk of it every time I get a new little and or grand little and or great grand little and or great great great, you know. So I'm getting slowly rid of it because I don't want to take all of it with me when I graduate so that my family can have it. But I do have quite a bit. What is the best part of being in a sorority? I think the best part about being in a sorority is, and I did not realize this until probably a year ago, that being in a sorority is one of the like most feminist girl power things you can do, especially within my own sorority. I can't speak for other sororities, but we are just so supportive of each other and so like want each other to chase our dreams, and we want to help each other do whatever, you know, they can to be happy, and we want to support each other and defend each other and build each other up. And it's just this like group of 200 very strong-willed, very passionate, very driven women that are all lifting each other up rather than competing with each other. And I think that that's like so special. I mean, of course there's competition because it's a group of people, and when you're with a group of people, there's bound to be a little bit of conflict, but you know, it just has been a super cool experience and something that completely changed my perspective on Greek life and on like being in a group of women in general, because sometimes it's not easy, but it's not easy being in any group of people, but just being around people that constantly lift up and support each other is a really, really cool concept and a really awesome, you know, experience to have had, to know that there are 150 women who, you know, would come and sit in my hospital room with me or support me in whatever endeavors I wanted to go in life. So that's really special. Okay, so that's it for the sorority tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little different, a little weird, and kind of random, but I came across it and it seemed like fun. So I'm gonna head out because my mom's coming in town within the next couple of minutes, so I need to get cleaning, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and you know, if you have any questions about sorority, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, and check out my other like conquering college videos if you're looking at going to college soon. And I guess that's it, so I will see you guys in my next video. So my name is Parker, this is Stories in the Dust, and I really hope you'll stick around a while. Bye guys.